Even more to hit
Okay.
for 9 points slashing damage there, and let's give her the butt again.
He's taking
Ooh,
115 points of damage.
that is a 14 to hit, which you have said does not hit. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
That's a good
That's
run,
it
though.
for Belshan's turn.
Good run.
All right, Leonardo.
I don't roll dice. You roll dice.
I feel like that's why you picked. Oh, she rolled a 3.
Yay! Well, now I roll dice. Oh, 5 psychic damage. And the D4 comes back out, which I actually have a use for next round, if that happens.
She's taking 120 points of damage. She looks extremely bloodied on her last legs, and she is looking for an escape. She lets out a large cry, saying, "Lorna, you slack-jawed fool, flee to the meeting place." And let's see if okay.
Is she still grappled?
She casts Plane Shift,
I can't counterspell that. I'm out of spells.
and she is gone.
What level is plane shift?
Level 7.
Jesus Christ. She was holding back if she has level 7 spells.
That
She
might
just
be her
has-
only level 7 spell.
Well, since she's gone, I'll tell you. Like, she has Awaken and Plane Shift. Yeah, basically.
What was the second spell that I countered?
It was both. They were both polymorph.
They were both polymorph. Okay. I assumed so, but...
Brickroad, your passive perception says that Slackjaw Lorna is still downstairs, like, plotting your doom. She did not hear the cry.
Are we on initiative still?
Not currently, unless you are going to engage with Bavlorna.
Okay.
Like, you're currently off initiative.
And so the last thing we heard was she yelled downstairs for her sister to meet her at the meeting place.
Correct.
So I have to do some science, otherwise this threat's not going to work. I'm going to reach into my pack where I've got that lily pad folded up.
Okay.
Am I able to rip it? Like, if I put some pressure on it, would I be able to tear this thing in half?
Hold on. Let me look up the magic item.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I have Intimidate? I don't. I know, I see where you're going with this, and I like the idea a lot. Yeah. But I don't...
done playing with these hags, man.
Somebody is proficient in Intimidate, right?
It has tendrils that are provisional.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then this could work real well.
It doesn't. It can hold up to 300 pounds.
Right, but that doesn't answer my question. When I attempt to rip it, what happens?
I'm going to say that it doesn't rip because it is a very powerful magic item.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Miss Fitzbiggins a dagger and see if that aids in her experimentation.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would take. I'm going to rule that it would take a concentrated, like, effort over a period, like, over like a long rest to damage this item.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's a very rare, wondrous item made by a hag.
I still have a backup plan, though.
Okay.
Because I want to find out where this meeting place is.
All right.
The problem is nobody's missing hit points, by the way, are they?
No.
We didn't take any damage, and we just had the short rest, so
Great.
we just spent hit dice.
The problem is, like, the only leverage I have is, like, hey, I have your lily pad that is yours, and I'm not going to give it back to you unless you tell me where this meeting place is. But that suspiciously sounds like making a deal with a hag, which Mrs. Fitzbiggins swore she would not do.
I mean,
I have an
fairly
idea.
It's a fairly self-terminating deal in that all she's doing is giving you information in exchange for the lily pad, though.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like everybody who makes a deal with a hag convinces themselves it's a pretty good idea at the time, and then they end up in
I have an
soup.
They end up half horse.
Oh, sorry.
What's Leonardo's idea?
I'm gonna go to the stair ledge. I'm gonna cast Friends. And then I'm gonna like step down the stairs a little bit and say, Bevlorna, honey dear, where's the meeting place? Skabatha's not telling us. And I have advantage on any sort of diplomacy.
What?
She immediately perceives me as a friend for 1 minute.
All right. Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
I have advantage.
I have to step away for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Well, that's 2 11s, and I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna use my Pact of the Talisman. So let's see here. That is 21.
All right. All right. Hold on just 1 second while I look this up to tell you the exact
Oh, you guys-
answer.
Everybody on the internet who shit on the Friends cantrip. Haha.
I'm a bit surprised that this would work, considering I think she would consider you openly hostile all the time.
No, when I cast the Friends cantrip, we are friends. After 1 minute, we will be hostile.
It just says for the duration you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice. Oh no, she's hostile towards you. Sorry, she's hostile.
I didn't step into her view. I just shouted down the stairs at her.
Okay, I tell you what. Make me a deception check or a
Do I-
stealth check.
No,
No, in
I
fact, just make me a stealth check.
make a stealth check? Okay, so I'll.
Make
So
me a
should I undo my diplomacy roll because I used a pact?
No,
of
we
Talisman.
can use it, but it's
Okay.
It's fine.
Stealth. Oh, that's not bad. That dice really cocked in a weird way. 17.
17. Okay, she doesn't see you.
Okay. She might recognize my voice, but I'll try and disguise it in a little way. But my diplomacy is 21.
Okay.
Or,
well, she. Brickroad, you missed it. Error talked you. It talked me into taking back the ruling on allowing the friends to work, then he and then Error, and then Raz still saved it, so it's fine.
I'm sorry. He's like, wait a second, this works?
Yeah, it totally works.
Yeah, no, she's hostile to you guys, but she can't see who's speaking. So, let me see.
This is the kind of bullshit I have to roll on in Flumph all the time.
Yeah. So when
Let me see. Where does it say they go?
Her cantrip and a song.
Isn't being DM fun?
yeah, everything I saw about the Friends cantrip was like, do not use this, and I'm like, no, use it offensively. What is wrong with you people?
Well, if combat's already engaged, you can't use it.
No. I mean, you do
Use it
this
on
as
somebody you're planning on killing anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you don't use it on your actual friends.
she tells you at the palace.
Do I have any context for that?
I would take that to mean Titania's palace.
No,
That's I mean, like I know Titania.
Zabilnus.
Zabilna. Did I say Titania? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's Titania. Zabilnus Palace. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, I think Leonardo would know what that means. Okay, Leonardo says, "Thank you, dear. Love you. Kisses." And then goes back up the stairs
Oh my God.
and says,
We need to go.
"We need to go now." Like he is extrememely panicked.
We should.
You don't have to tell me twice.
We need to go now.
Well, you didn't get
They-
your
they
teddy
do.
bear back yet. Your
Oh,
object
God.
is still here.
Unless it's in the dollhouse.
Let's
Looking
bank on it
around.
being in the dollhouse.
Looking around in looking around in this room on the shelves looking for stuff lying.
You guys already checked for that.
We've
before
already
that?
we've already
Yeah,
checked
and
everywhere.
you
Yeah.
did not do it. The only place you
haven't-
haven't looked is the dollhouse.
Well, the dollhouse
And
and
the
the room
library,
downstairs.
technically.
Yeah, what are these? Like, these are rooms, right?
Well, you talking about this?
Well, we need to be at least not in this room.
There's literally nothing there. I meant like this. Oh, this might be like a little path or something, I guess, but
I want to look out the window and see
not
if
at all.
Will is a blood splatter on, or at least, belly flopped in his face first in the water down there.
You don't see Will at all.
But yeah, Leonardo's gonna go back out the door that they came out of.
So back out the window.
We have 60 seconds to get out of here
Yeah.
before Pavlorna realizes she was the victim of a friend's spell.
I'm counting,
Yeah.
by the way.
Right, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
We're leaving.
So you're going back out the way you came.
Yeah.
I want to hit the spacebar and pause because I need to look up. Oh no, I'm flying. I have my wings still, so I'm fine.
I don't.
Oh jeez, all of those diplomacy checks that I just made are +5.
I need
Anyway.
everybody who's going down here without some kind of aid at climbing or isn't flying or something like that. I just need you to make me an athletics check, please.
Wait, hold on. Who's coming with me? Turvum?
Oh,
Like in a hurry, I throw the packet of pixie dust at your body, and you float down.
Already jumped.
Oh, okay. Then I'll keep it.
Oh,
If
because I'm
Belshan is right
supposed to be
behind,
good at athletics, but this time I'm not.
I looked up the
Belshan
magic
found
lily pad
athletics.
and jump on that. Can I fly it?
No.
Okay.
I
Good. I guess
is
we're
there-
making
is
an
it-
athletics check.
yeah.
Yeah, 24
As you guys,
fun.
Mrs. Fitzbiggins, as you come to the door, you hear a shriek of absolute rage
Okay.
coming from downstairs.
But my
minute is
my
up.
athletics check is a 9.
Mine's an 11.
Okay.
24.
24. Belshan, you get down to the thing. You just you stick the landing. The other two, you take 5 bludgeoning damage
Was it an
as you
evil
land on your butt.
Because I still have protection from evil.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Was it an evil fall?
It was not an evil fall. I'll
I'm
help
trying to-
Miss Fitzbiggins to her feet, and then
Nah,
we get rolling.
All right. So where are y'all going next?
anywhere that isn't here.
Well, we can't leave Loomlurch until we find that lion, and we also have to confirm that all the children got away safely.
So
Yeah.
you're going back to
Imagine we'll go wherever Belshan wants to go look for that lion.
Well, first, with regards to the children, where did we have the meeting up? It was like over. Oh, the map changed on me. I assume that the children aren't there anymore. Then.
they were all going back to Little Oak.
Okay, so that was
said
where I
let's
would
go to
say
Little
is let's
Oak.
go to Little Oak here.
Yeah.
And then we can go back to Loomlurch in the event that Belshan is all panicked. He's like, we still didn't find my little lion.
Does Belshan have like a sort of sense that it's in a given direction? Or
No, just that it's in
the
this
general area.
just in the it's in thither. That's all he can tell.
Okay.
That it's here.
Okay.
You guys approach Little Oak and you see all of the little childrens that you rescued. They're running around playing together with the getaway gang on the tree at Little Oak. And standing outside waiting for you with the dollhouse at his feet, you see Will of the Feywild. And he gives you a cheeky grin. And he basically says, "Come on," and gestures you towards the dollhouse.
Belshan is looking at the dollhouse and immediately walking up in there because that's what walking up toward the dollhouse, peering inside every teeny tiny little window he can.
Yeah.
Leonardo's gonna support this and go in with him.
So
He's looking for his lion.
he whispers a word that you can't quite make out for, and you shrink, and you are able to go into the dollhouse.
Pull my halberd, staring up at him. and a very tall will of the Feywild.
Are we all going in the dollhouse, or just Belshan?
Well, I'm not gonna let Belshan go in alone.
I mean, if you all go into the dollhouse, he'll say the magic word to let you shrink
Yeah.
to all to go in there.
Yeah, I would like to go in with him to support him.
I'm getting some crazy Soul Blazer vibes.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Was there an opportunity for a short rest on the road? Do you think?
You could take a short rest after this while you're
Okay.
here. You're in safety at
Okay.
Little Oak, so you could take a short rest after.
I want more counter spell ammo.
So, after a moment, Will shrinks down and follows you, and he says he says that Scabatha keeps her ill-gotten goods in the attic of the dollhouse, and he leads the way. And after a couple of minutes searching the roof of the attic of the dollhouse, you find a pair of embroidered velvet slippers worth 15 gold pieces, a false eye made out of gold worth 25 gold pieces, a cracked hand mirror with a gaudy bejeweled handle and frame worth 65 gold pieces, a rocking chair with a you find Scabatha's rocking chair, and in the corner, hiding from you, you see a small lion stuffed animal, and it is hiding to you. It's a living doll.
Can you tell me the first few things? Because I'm.
It's just like miscellaneous treasure.
What was the
embroidered,
total value?
20, 65, 25, and 15.
Belshan doesn't care about any of that. He's going over to that lion like, what?
And
I don't even understand.
it is, and it's following you with its little sewn eyes.
You didn't tell us your little doll was magical.
I'll pick him up and be like, it wasn't.
And
When
as soon
I
as you
had
pick
him.
it up, it falls limp as the magic fades from it and returns back to you, returning the sense of childhood wonder and whatever you lost. I don't know. You lost your stuffy. I'm sorry. And yeah, you gain inspiration for finding your small stuffed lion.
Yay!
Yay!
Mrs. Fitzbiggins, while this is going on, Will comes behind you and says, while you guys were keeping the old bat busy, I also took the time to raid her aviary, and he pulls out three letters, and he hands them to you. He says, maybe these are important.
Does he know how to
And then
read?
And he bows and says, yeah, he knows. Like, do you ask him?
Yes.
Yes, I know how to read.
Okay, well, I'm impressed. Are the letters sealed, or what's the deal?
They are. They are just paper. Like, they're folded. They're just folded over. They're not in envelopes.
Okay.
Leonardo is going to ask Mrs. Fitzbiggin what they should do about the rocking chair.
Is there a way we can
Yeah, that
remove the rocking chair from the dollhouse?
Yes, you can take it out the front door and.
Well, what I want it to stay rocking chair sized, or like dollhouse sized. I mean.
Will tells you that anything goes out the front door will return to normal size after a few minutes.
Can we, like, throw it in the wayward pool or something? Like, can we hide this somewhere so that Scabatha can never come back and find it?
I wouldn't want to throw it in the pool because that gives her incentive to go and bother those unicorns some more.
Yeah, but the
So-
unicorns could defend themselves.
Oh, we're still. Last we
hold
knew,
on.
she had a horse that we never found either, or unicorn.
This
or
is that
something.
horse.
One
Yeah.
second, hold on.
I thought you said rocking chair, not rocking horse.
The rocking horse. Let me see, where is it at? No. Oh, by the way, here's a NPC that you guys didn't get to meet. Let me.
We're in a hurry, so it's fine.
So, Scabatha didn't get a chance to summon her rocking horse to fight, but here's a picture of and and for some reason the actual thing of it art won't load.
I see a little pumpkin head man or radish head man. Oh,
Yeah, that's Chucklehead. He's the leader of the Goblin Market, and he can. He was the one that was told that could schedule an appointment with Skabatha. That you guys decided to just skip and go in her front door.
Yeah. I feel like we did it correctly.
So
Yeah.
this is Skabatha's rocking horse. It is a rocking horse with a mysterious hole. And the thing that catches your attention most about this is the hole in its head.
Oh no.
Don't we have a wooden horn, right?
We have 2 unicorn horns. I thought one of them was real and one of them was made of wood.
The
Yeah,
other one is not a
Don't
unicorn.
we have
It's not.
candy unicorn horns?
You do. I mean, you have one candy unicorn horn. You have one real unicorn horn. You have a wooden unicorn, a roughly carved like wooden unicorn that the children gave you to fool the magic around the lake, and then another like ivory kind of tusk that the children were also using to fool the magic around.
Yeah, I have a wooden unicorn horn in my inventory because I had 2, and I gave the important one to Mrs. Fitzbiggin. Does the wooden unicorn horn that I have seem like it would fit on this doll or rocking horse?
No,
No, it's not the right size or shape.
it's not the right size. But as you're comparing them, give me a wisdom check.
Oh, I'm great at these.
Is that sarcasm I heard?
1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, like you're sitting there like just trying to jam this wooden unicorn horn onto this, and everybody else is watching him do this, and he's just like,
Okay, round hole.
yeah, it's basically square peg round hole.
I mean, if the key fits, is
Leonardo,
as
what are
far
you
as
doing?
Leonardo's. Well, I thought maybe if I put this horn in that we've had for a while, it might do something interesting.
You're putting the wooden horn in, right?
Yes.
That's the one that given to us by one of the children. Didn't we get like a magic one earlier?
So you guys have you have an actual real unicorn horn, a wooden unicorn horn that got into the children, a fake unicorn horn full of candy, and a magic tusk.
I have an alicorn horn in my inventory, is what I see. Is that the... What is the alicorn horn? It says it radiates an intense magical aura, is what I wrote down for its notes.
Okay.
Well, we were told earlier that Granny Nightshade had a unicorn or an alicorn or something like that as a prisoner.
That's right, and this is that alicorn's horn. Like, it's apparently this is an important item. I just don't know much about it.
You know, maybe you should try putting that in the horse.
I mean, I'll try every horn-shaped object within the vicinity.
Ugh. No.
That is absolutely not what Leonardo is intending. But like anything that like he would even try the candy unicorn horn. Like, he would not try like a broomstick, but like.
So
And
when
he doesn't know why he's doing this, but something is telling him like, I wonder.
all right, so when you actually get around to trying the actual unicorn horn in the hole, it slots into place, and after a moment, the flesh of the rocking horse switches from wood to a beautiful, lustrous white as it turns into a winged unicorn.
Leonardo just steps back and starts drawing it. Like, he doesn't even say anything. He just and then
That's
straight to
fantastic.
drawing it. Yeah.
And
Hello?
the spell on Eladon is broken, and he introduces himself as such.
Leonardo suddenly realizes that he should probably like introduce himself. He's already like drawn the outline. Hello, I am Leonardo, and these are my companions. And he gestures to everybody to introduce themselves.
And then he introduces himself as Eladon, the Alicorn. He says that he must leave you because he must find his mate. He feels that she is distressed.
Well,
But
she would be at the lake.
He nods his head and says that if you know where she is, he will, and you would show him where she is. He would travel with you.
She requested we return to her after we dealt with the Granny Nightshade. So we would be on our way back there anyway.
Oh, Lamorna, that's what her name is. Okay. Would you? I mean, he's winged, right? Can we hop on?
There's
Or
not
is
enough
it-
room for all of you.
I mean, two of us are small.
Can I ask a favor though before we go back? The place is enchanted with magics that only allow unicorns in, or waste the full the magic.
He says
you
that
give us permissions?
he says that he can guide you in.
Thank you very much.
So after
after
a few minutes, Mrs. Fitzbiggins, the letters that Will handed you were about the fact that they had lost this horn, and they were like complaining to each other and blaming each other for losing it.
Bev, Lorna, and Scabitha?
And the other hag. Her letter is the one that is most interesting to you.
Okay.
It says, "Lovely Scab, the last time I saw the unicorn horn, it was in your possession. Pity you lost it, but fret not. I have gazed into the Orary of Tragedies, and it has revealed to me that Eladon's horn will be found. If it worst comes to worst, recall that Eladon's mate still dwells in your forest. You could kill Lamorna and take her horn, assuming, of course, you're not too busy making toys."
Orary of Tragedies. What do I imagine that is? That seems ominous.
Roll me a. Let me delete this because it's too big. Roll me a intelligence check or an Arcana intelligence check if you are trained in Arcana.
I am trained in Arcana. Holy crap, that's going to be a 21.
You don't know exactly what the Orary of Tragedies is, but you can kind of intuit the language of the letter that she uses it to maybe scry the future.
Mm-hmm.
And you do recall that people have... you don't really know much about the third hag. So maybe that is information that might be useful. That she has some way to peer into the future.
Does the Alicorn know anything about this third hag?
Let me see.
We found the horn in Bavlorna's hut,
Yeah,
correct?
they were keeping them separate so that they could, keep him secure.
But the way the letters speak, it's like all three of them didn't know where it was. So I'm wondering if we can use this information against them later to cause a
we've
little
al-
infighting.
We've already returned the unicorn, so that's not.
Sure, but
If they find that out, we don't have a bargaining chip anymore.
Right.
well, sure, but we can sow some discord by saying it's like, yeah, we freed the Alicorn Eladon. It was very funny that we found his horn in Bavlorna's cottage.
Yeah, okay.
I wonder how it got there.
This wasn't the Alicorn, right? This was just a unicorn.
Oh, he's a winged unicorn.
Yeah, we still have an Alicorn horn.
No, that's what an alicorn is. It's a winged unicorn.
You,
I thought
you
there
need to
were
watch more
3
My Little Pony.
items. Okay, I can delete this item then. Delete. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this wooden unicorn horn too because it's just gonna confuse me.
I'm not getting rid of my candy. You can't get rid of my candy.
No. We're gonna eat that in celebration.
So, you follow Eladon back to the lake, where you reunite him with his lady wife, and there is a touching scene.
Aw.
Eladon bequeaths to Leonardo for freeing him. He bequeaths to you this small crystal. It's a small crystal unicorn horn. He says this.
Oh God, not more unicorn horns.
He says this trinket has the power. It has. And basically, he's telling you that anything that you could have done with the physical unicorn in his that you had returned to him, you can do with this crystal substitute. And he says that you will probably need it to dispel the curse on the palace. For it was his unicorn horn. His horn was used to basically cast the spell in the first place.
Okay.
And
Leonardo will take the crystal horn.
each of you are bestowed a boon by the female unicorn for returning her husband.
Boon, you say?
Yeah, it is a boon. You are each given a specific boon. It's a Charm of Heroism. The Charm of Heroism is... This charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of a potion of heroism as an action. It's basically a one-time use item. So essentially, it's a potion of heroism.
Neat.
Cool. Isn't heroism like temp HP? Like that's
It's
Yep.
it's for 1 hour you gain 10 temp hit points, and you are under the effect of a bless spell with no
that's
no
super good.
concentration required.
Yeah.
and everybody gets one.
Yeah, everybody gives one.
Oh, these are the best unicorns ever.
I don't know. They're like 6 out of 10 unicorns.
No,
like that
they're-
one, she ran away from like a CR3
Assassin.
assassin in her own lair.
Well, she didn't know she had lair actions.
Yeah. Yeah. Aren't like unicorns the lowest level lair action creature? Like she's new.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what. Just so you know,
It's her
like,
first day.
it's not like I didn't know she had lair actions, although I didn't.
Treble is her first day.
The book says that she runs away. That's what she does. She leaves. Like it's at her earliest convenience, she teleports away. She does not stay and fight the assassin. So you guys have your guide. You have the oil can. The little oil can. You squeeze the boggles. You juice the boggles for
with
that.
the appropriate juices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they juice themselves.
Yes, they did juice themselves. Self-juicing boggles.
Yeah. Didn't
Uh,
we juice the wrong boggles at first or something?
And
Well,
they gave
you
us
did-
the wrong juice because we didn't specify.
Yeah.
First thing.
But you had like 3 other boggles to juice, so it was fine. So after that, you guys have several ways to get to
Yawn, right?
Yan. You can walk, which will be a
No.
very perilous journey, or you can fly, as you have stolen a flying lily pad from one of the hags.
Oh, this thing flies?
And Will of the Fellwild tells you exactly how it works.
You're,
Well, I thought
you're
that didn't
awfully
work
well
because-
informed, child.
He is well informed, isn't he?
Well, I thought it didn't work because it was attuned to.
He says you can break the attunement and fly. Use it to fly. Or the Alicorn offers to, if you can get him like some kind of chariot to pull you, he offers to take you.
If we can all crowd on this lily pad, then
The lily pad can carry up to 600 pounds, essentially.
I mean it's a flying carpet, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Can
It
we all
might be
fit
a
on
little-
it?
It might be a little cramped, but I think it would be fun to go into the final hag's domain where riding one of her sister's most precious items.
Who's going to attune to this? I guess, who's going to attune to this?
I will, since I'm carrying it.
You are attuned to a
Oh, I gotta hit the short rest button.
flying lily pad. You're attuned to the bobbing lily pad.
Excellent.
I will post the... It's a 10-foot diameter leaf. It will float.
Oh, there's tons of space for 4 people. Okay.
Yeah. There's the thing. This magic vehicle is a 10-foot diameter leaf that floats on water. It has tendrils that propel it across land and across the water's surface, but not underwater, as well as through air. It has a walking, flying, and swimming speed of 20 feet, and it can hover. It moves according to spoken directions while you're riding it. It can transport up to 300 pounds without hindrance and carry twice that weight, moving at half speed.
Well, that's good, because Mrs. Fitzbiggins' favorite thing in the world are things that obey her spoken commands.
And then, okay, so you guys find your way guided by the little tin can.
So wait a second. If we go over 300 pounds, it's gonna go at half speed, and it only goes 20 feet around.
Right, but it flies, so it's fine.
Right.
It's just
So it's gonna be the slowest travel ever, but we'll get there.
You'll get there.
Well, maybe we could talk Will into shrinking, the fat dwarf down to where he's not as heavy.
It's not Will that was doing it. It was the magic of the dollhouse.
Ah.
As you approach Yon,
It's a castle.
We need to find Amadora, the dandelion.
you were told about Amador the Dandelion, and how
Yep.
he could guide you to the.
Palace of Heart's Desire.
So, you guys. Just checking the time here. You stand as you land the lily pad. You stand on a path that winds between rocky crabs on a mountainside. Rocky crags on a mountainside. The sky is dark and full of roiling thunderclouds. You are greeted by a howling wind that made flying on the lily pad, by the way, very, very dangerous.
Jeez.
For a second, lightning splits the sky. Another thing that made flying on the lily pad very, very dangerous. Which will make flying on the lily pad, like, while you're in Yon, dangerous, if that makes sense. It's like you had to land because of the wind and the lightning.
Sure.
For a second, lightning splits the sky, striking nearby mountaintops and illuminating a distant pinnacle of rock that has a foreboding castle carved out of it.
I understand we had to break the airship by smashing it into a rock in order to get past the rock.
I mean, you still have it. It's just you can't, like... Essentially, what I'm saying is, like, if you go too high, you're going to get struck by lightning. And you are... kind of, like, here-ish.
And I assume we took a long rest while flying on this thing.
Yeah. It took a long rest for Mrs. Fitzbiggins to attune to the lily pad.
Oh, do we level up now?
Yes, you did level up.
Yeah, level 6 now.
So
Oh,
go ahead and
no.
take a moment to do that.
Do.
Rank up. All right. What do I have to do at level 6?
ASI.
Oh yeah,
Silly fighters.
yeah. Fighters can just max out all their stats at like level 9. Oh, I get Misty
shit.
Step for free at level 6. Hooray!
If you're within 10 feet of me and you must make a saving throw, you get a bonus.
Yeah. Oh, you get. Oh, that's so good.
It's not a very big bonus because my charisma isn't that good, but you get a bonus.
Hey, any bonus is
Hey.
good bonus.
Razu had that, and it did some work. I remember. Try to keep myself positioned so that everybody could get benefits from it. And it helps if we all end up bunching up and there's a fireball that gets dropped on our heads. Everybody gets the bonus.
Everybody wins. Oh, I need a new spell. Let's see here.
I think I also can gain new spells.
Yeah, I just decided to take +2 to strength. Or I could take 1 to... No, because that gives me a +4. That gives me a +4 modifier to strength. So yeah, I'm going with that.
Yeah, get strength of 20 as soon as you can, right?
I mean, I kind of wanted to do the Sentinel.
Oh no, if there's a feat you want, absolutely take that.
Yeah.
But if you don't know what to do, just strength 20.
Yeah.
We started using a virtual tabletop, I think Fantasy Grounds, last night in our Saturday game.
Oh yeah.
And so looking at the UI of it, I'm not that familiar with it, but the UI of it has just a bunch of different tabs, all with icons, right? And so it has the feats tab, but the icon for the feat tab is a hand, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, because hands don't go in socks.
Hands don't go in your socks.
Not going
Yeah.
Unless
socks.
you're making
They
a
go to
sock
feet.
puppet,
Yeah.
which...
Or you're
I mean,
really
that's true.
poor and can't afford gloves.
Wow.
I've
That's
been
depressing.
using Fantasy Grounds and it's pretty good.
It was better than the VTT we were using. I don't know what it was called, but it was a big pain in the butt. Like
Probably Roll20.
No, it wasn't Roll20. It was something else. It was like all the data was stored server side, and we had they always had trouble. In fact, it was working so badly the previous week that she's just like, "All right, screw it. We're just getting out the vinyl mat." I'm like, "All right, old school." You know what? I'll say it. I like the vinyl mat.
I do too.
Right?
So, real quick, we're gonna set up the first encounter here. Probably get through it and then take our break. As you're wandering through Yawn, you don't really have any direction on where you need to go, other than you can see a big scary castle in the distance. You see two figures standing on an outcrop of rock. I don't know, an hour or so after you enter Yawn. Outlined against the stormy sky, one is a slender female elf wearing a crescent moon mask, and the other is a 3-foot-tall dandelion with a small rapier strapped to its stem. A honeybee the size of an orange buzzes around the dandelion's bright yellow head. The elf is the first. Yeah, the elf is the first to notice you. As she points in your direction, the dandelion draws its rapier and assumes a defensive pose. The honeybee buzzes more loudly as it flies circles around the two of them.
We were told to seek out the dandelion,
Yes.
but I forget who told us that.
Let me
Isn't
look at my notes real quick.
I
As
can't
you
really
know.
answer that question because you learn about the characters in 5 or 6 different ways.
I'm pretty sure
everything.
I forgot her name, but I think the unicorn told us.
Yeah. In Yon, seek out Amadore the Dandelion. He'll lead you to the Palace of Heart's Desire where Zybilna is imprisoned.
Hmm.
So
All out to
Leonardo
them.
will
Hey,
introduce himself to this person and ask, "Are you Amadore the Dandelion?" Lamorna sent us to find you.
And he declares he doesn't know Lamorna, but if you're not here to accost them, then he bids you welcome, and he puts his rapier away.
No, in fact, we could start by getting out of this storm.
It's not raining; it's just constantly. The wind is whipping, or above the rocks. The wind is really high, and it's constantly lightning strikes. The lightning is
there's
not
literally a lightning bolt on the sky.
It's
in the
very
distant.
unpleasant.
It's just atmospheric lightning.
Well, so
Oh, okay. Well, then we're fine. We can carry on.
after you guys were noticed, the lightning is not hitting the ground. It is actually hitting these giant copper towers strewn
Like
across.
lightning rods.
Yeah,
Oh, the little shapes. Okay.
Yeah. Basically you're in the Thunder Plains, and you've got to
Oh,
dodge
that
a lightning
tracks.
bolt.
Oh, now I have to turn that music on. Hold on.
Anyway,
No, I don't. Actually.
Make 200 dexterity checks.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 200
God.
consecutive
Oh, I
dexterity.
failed on
saving throws.
196.
And then that unlocks Belshan's ultimate weapon, which is like a super lion.
It's a lion. It's just a spear with a stupid lion face on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Belshan's little stuffed lion. Is it?
It's
Is it
cinched
a
to his back.
Ronso? Is it a Ronso?
It might be a Ronso.
Oh, that's
come
adorable,
on.
and I love it.
It's
No,
not.
nobody likes the Ronso.
It's-
No, everybody does. You're wrong.
Press X to doubt Brickroad.
So Amador tells you that he is. They are currently on the run after freeing his companion, Polinia, a queen bee, from a Cyclops beekeeper that is rampaging across the entirety of Yon. The two of them then cross paths with the lovely lass Gleam, and after hearing her sorry tale, he is going to help her. At that point, Gleam speaks up and says that Indolin Moongrave snipped off her shadow using a pair of magic scissors and has imprisoned her twin sister, Glister. He says currently the rule of hospitality is protecting her sister, but Gleam can sense her sister's distress through, psychic twin bullshit.
Sure.
The twins, she tells you that they work as an acrobatic duo, and they were performing in Motherhorn for Indolin Moongrave after they were pulled into this realm from where they used to work, which was the Witchlight Carnival. Gleam says that her goal is to free her sister and find a way back to the carnival. She says perhaps with the help of the Fitzbiggins, but before she can identify that, she needs to rescue her sister. She also says that the reason that the Bitter End, which is what Indolin Moongrave's title is, split them up, is because she has foreseen that her death will happen during an eclipse. Because there's no sky in the moon above Yon, and she points up, the hag assumes that the eclipse will be a symbolic display rather than a literal one. And since her and her twin are the living embodiment of the moon and the sun, they each wear, like, one of them is wearing a moon mask, and the other one is wearing a sun mask. You can see the masks here. She's separated them to prevent any kind of accidents, basically. She's trying to forestall her doom.
So the idea is to reunite these two twins that will cause a symbolic eclipse.
Well, that is what she tells you. That's what Indolin Moongrave is afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
And but she doesn't really care about, like, defeating the hag. She just merely wants to get her sister out. If defeating the hag is what is required, she will do so. But she doesn't particularly care. She just wants her sister.
Well, we're 0 for 2 in defeating hags so far because
Yeah.
they're
I would
cowards
say
to
that-
the core.
I'd say
would
we're
say
2 for
we're
2 at
2 for
defeating
2.
hags, but not killing them.
Yeah.
Gleam has been a guest in Motherhorn for a while, and she does have some information about Yon that she's willing to share with you, if you will hear it.
Yes.
Yes, please. We need all the information we can get.
The mountains are home to clans of Khorids, which are stout fey creatures whose hair has the strength of iron. The Khorids
gross.
gather and dance at Lockberry Hinge. She suggests that if you're going to go against Indolin Moongrave, that you possibly strike up an alliance with the Khorids, as they are being strong-armed by her. She also heard tell of a when she heard the story of the Fey Beacons, she also heard the story of an elf prince named Aligarthanes, and how he made a bargain with Indolin and now finds himself trapped in Yon.
See, this is why you don't make bargains with hags.
He is apparently at the Fey Beacons searching for a way home. And finally, she tells you that Hurley, a bugbear, made a bargain with Indolin and is quite unhappy with how things played out. Now he is forced to perform in the theater in Motherhorn. Like Gleam, Hurley used to work for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, but they didn't work at the carnival at the same time, so she's not like familiar with Hurley and Burley. The only thing she knows is that Hurley is eager to get back to his brother, and she would like to help him if she can, because A, they're from the Witchlight Carnival. That makes them practically family, and B, she's in a similar situation, so she can sympathize.
Yeah, we should definitely help them.
We've met Hurley's brother, as I recall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Briefly.
Yeah, since we already told him about that.
What about the Orary of Tragedies? Any information on what that is or where it's located?
She says that it's deep in Motherhorn.
Okay.
She has never seen it, but she does know that it is the device that Indolin gazes into to basically see the future.
How accurate
He doesn't.
is it?
She doesn't know. She has no way of knowing.
Can it be broken?
She shrugs at
Sure.
you. Possibly. Almost everything can it?
Well, not this goddamn lily pad. I tried.
No, I mean, you can break the lily pad. It would just take a concentrated effort.
Leonardo says, we know, she was trying on the ride over.
Like, you should fly, you stupid lily pad.
No, don't stab it now!
So, Amador says to you, is like, in accordance with the rule of reciprocity, if you help me, if you help Gleam get her sister back, I will guide you to the Palace of Heart's Desire if you require. I'm assuming like you're having conversations along the way, so we're just gonna move this up so we can.
Yep.
Uh,
I would say we agree to our terms.
He does say that his first concern is the bee's safety. And that, but his honor dictates he sees the Gleam reunited with her sister before he can lead you from hither to the Palace of Heart's Desire. So,
Seems reasonable to me.
Mm-hmm.
So the queen bee is his sister?
yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not his sister. He rescued her from a ogre beekeeper.
Oh, okay.
But we will not be saying because he is a random encounter. And we are not running any of the random encounters. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Then I'm just going to delete that.
So, he also, Amador offers to watch Squirt if you do not want to carry him with you.
Why would we not want to carry Squirt with us?
That's
I mean,
up
he'll
to you.
get wet. That's up to Squirt, really. What
Squirt's
does Squirt
content to do whatever you want to with him. He is a tin can. He's an oil can.
Yeah,
He's a sentient oil can.
but Leonardo is chaotic and believes in personal agency and freedom. What would you like to do? Don't make me roll diplomacy with an oil can.
The oil can doesn't have shoulders, so he can't shrug. But he is content to sit in Mrs. Fitzbiggins' pack.
Yeah, Mrs.
that's-
Fitzbiggins is lawful.
that's
She
cool.
doesn't care about individual agency at all. This oil
Right.
can's gonna... The more this oil can acts like a regular oil can, the happier she's going to be.
Everybody is happy with this arrangement.
All right. So you've learned about 3 locations: Lockberry Hinge, and 2 locations: Lockberry Hinge and the Fey Beacons.
I mean, we should start with the closest one, I assume, right?
Motherhorn's our final stop in this area, is my understanding.
Right. So
Yes.
Gleam suggested that you actually speak to the Cords at Lockberry Henge to
Yeah.
form an alliance.
That seems like a good place to actually
Because they're
start.
being strong-armed by Indolent.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, but they also told you about the Fey Beacons, so you can check those out as well.
Yeah, check
And
it out.
we
on the
will go
way.
ahead and take our break. It's a good time to do that. And we'll be back 5 after 3? 5 after 4 at Brick's time?
Correct.